That would turn to our CFP, our financial planner, Harrison Johnson, talking about retirement savings rate hit record high. How do you compare? How do you compare?
I think I compare pretty good, but
I know you do.
so yeah, I was surprised by this because the average 401k savings rate has hit a new high. It's at up to 14.3%, which includes the employee and the employer match that you're getting. A good rule of thumb that a lot of people go to is the 15%. So at 14.3, it's very close. And I was surprised it was that high given, inflation numbers and with consumer confidence and where that's at. So wanted to bring that up. I thought it was an interesting point to bring out.
And it's amazing. You mentioned 14.3%. I always wondered too, the savings rate does include 401ks. I guess it does.
In this case, it does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I always told people, if you were to put 10% into your 401k, get the employer match, invest wisely, you're going to do pretty well. You're saying it's 14.3% with the employer match. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, actually. And, obviously that number, the benefit of that can vary based on your income and how long you're working and when you want to retire and all those types of things. For example, to your point, Brent, for somebody who's younger, if you start saving sooner, it really cuts down how much of your income you need to save. So if you start your career in your early 20s and then save as little as like 7%, including the match. In many cases, that would be enough to be able to get you to retire and have a level of income that covers what you need. However, if you wait until your 40s, for example, then that savings rate is close to about 25%. So it's a whole lot more the longer that you wait. So the earlier, the better. But, with the most common matching system out there with employers is the employee has to put in 5% and then they get a 4% match. That's the most common one, which is 9%. So,
right.
If you start doing that right away and the money is invested in growing correctly, then you should be totally on track and be able to potentially retire ahead of time.